Hi, I'm Jennifer from the Worcester branch of the Wayne County Public Library, here today with another 5-minute upcycle. When you shop for produce at the grocery store, you probably occasionally pick up a bag of onions or citrus or some other produce that comes in a nylon mesh bag. You can't really recycle that bag, so what can you do with it? Why not gather up all those mesh bags and turn them into scrubbies that will help you clean up pots and pans while you're doing the dishes? So I've got 2 different ways to show you how to do it. First of all, if you have some sewing skills and some scrap fabric, you can try and do something like this. Now, I'm the first to admit this isn't pretty. This is the first time I've tried to do one of these, but we'll put some pictures up to show you the different steps. Essentially, what you're going to do is take one of your mesh bags, just kind of stretch it out a bit, and then fold it so that your raw edges are tucked in the middle. At that point, you want to just get an idea of the size you're working with and cut out 2 pieces of fabric about the same size. I used flannel for one layer and some scrap toweling for the other layer. And what you'll do then first is pin your stretched out bag to the piece of flannel and then put the piece of toweling on top of that and then replace your pin so that all 3 layers are pinned together. Then you'll want to stitch around the edge of the whole thing, leaving a gap, which is where you're going to turn things inside out. You'll want to trim the edges so that you don't have quite as much weight as you turn it. And then turn it all inside out and pin that open section closed and top stitch the best you can around the edges of the scrubby. Now, it's going to be a little tricky if you're using toweling because you might have too much extra thickness at the corners, but do the best you can because this is still going to be usable when you go to the kitchen sink and start scrubbing. Now, if you don't have the sewing skills, I'll show you a fairly easy way to put one together that doesn't require sewing. So I've got one bag here. And what I'm going to do is just bunch it all together and then I'm tying a knot in one end. So I just wrapped it around my finger and then I'm going to pull the end of it through to create a knot. And then what I'll do is open up the bag at the open end and I'm going to turn it inside out so that knot is on the inside. And then I'm going to take the other bags that I've got and fold them up. And just stack them inside. As you can see, I've got bags of different colors and different sizes, so I'm just going to make it work somehow. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to work. All right, so we've got those all tucked in there. Now what I'm going to do is gather up the bag. I'm kind of squeezing the rest down in here. I'm going to twist this and tie a knot here in the top. All right, I'm going to try that again. Get a little more length. And then pull that end through so you can secure the knot. And there we go. Got a quick little scrubby to use for scrubbing the pots and pans. So either way, that's all there is to it. Pretty easy. Give it a try at home and see if that helps you reduce a little bit of your waste and get more creative with your upcycling. And until the next time, keep it simple.